Oh shit, man. I told you Alicia was a dumb bitch. Y'all gonna start listening to me. See, this what happens when you don't pay attention to me. Anyway, that leader, what's his name? Connor, man, it looked like he was getting ready to fuck Alicia. Oh my god. He made her some breakfast. What type of shit is that? I thought he drugged it. Put Molly on her champagne. She ain't even know it. Took her home and and he enjoyed that. She ain't even know it. That's what I thought. Turns out that's not what happened. The girl took the food from her. I don't know why. She's pissed. I think that she sees Connor's gonna fuck the girl, and Connor's probably the one who got her pregnant. She's like, you gonna take my man or something like that. That's what I think. She was flipping her because she was mad because Connor wanted her or something. I don't know. That'd have been like fucking pedophilia though. No, it wouldn't be pedophilia. It'd be statutory rape. But anyway, what's she's like 17, something like that? He probably looking like close enough. Anyway, Alicia, she's like really a whore because you find out she was not tricking Jack. She was trying to get Jack to do what she wanted by begging his ass. So she flipped on her whole family just for some dick. That was crazy. They pretty much they revealed 100% that she really truly believed that she could turn this dude around, and she was acting. I mean, they were acting like a couple. This was crazy. She was like, "Please, can I see my family? Are you gonna let them live? Please, I don't want them to die." That's what she was saying the whole time. Please let my family live. Begging this dude. It was ridiculous. He didn't even have to put in cuffs or anything or tie up or anything. Anyway, Daniel, he did his fucking thing. He did his fucking thing. He was in the room with the guy who they had hostage, cleaned him up. They talked. This kind of developed Daniel a little bit. He said that he used to torture people, and he says the guy's scared. Made sense. The dude's scared. He's trying to scare them in order to try to make sure he lives. He wants them to be scared of Connor, so that way they leave him alone so he can ensure that he lives. It was to me, it was such a good moment for Daniel because how he kept his composure. That really showed this dude was really about that life. He wasn't talking it. He's living it. He's living it. He ain't talking about it. He's getting it. That was crazy. Anyway, Chris, he wanted to be a part of it. He thought that the guy was going to torture somebody, and he wants to torture people. Chris might be like at first I thought Chris was a G. He might not be a G. He might be a psycho. He wanted to kill the dude. What's that dude? Rags, whatever the guy that had hostage. What's his name? Was Rags or something like that, or Tim's, or what was his name? Bucky or Brody or something. He wanted to torture the dude. I think he might have snapped. I'm not sure. Chris, I'm not really sure. He could be, maybe not. Who knows? I'm not sure. But all it took was him to say something about that girl to get him riled up. Something he said, your sister. So he thinks that they adopted. But that's not the case, obviously. But he was close enough to it. But all it took was for him to say a couple words, and Chris gotta kill. Like after killing that guy, it was like now he can kill a baby. Anyway, Madison, she came at Strand's neck and basically told him it's going down my way, and that's it. She saved him, and she used that against him. She looked at him when she was pulling him in the boat. Motherfucker, could have left your ass out here. That's what she was saying. But with that being stated, that's a little bit different. What she did was different. She said, I could have left you out there. You want to be saved the same way you saved them up. That's different. That's so different. It's not the same. Saving somebody you've been with for the past week that you got somewhat of a bead on who he is, and he was saving you, you saved him, he saved you, you saved him, is different than saving somebody you just met. You just met. So Strand had a point, and Somebody said that if Strand could kill people, he could kill you. I said the same thing. I gotta admit it. I'm wrong. Just because he let those people die don't mean he'll do it to you. It means it's a greater chance that he would, but those are people he just met. Somebody he was with. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do that to Travis. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do that to Madison. He was with them for a little while. That's different. Oh, that was different. That's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all. DJ Pooh, or what's my man named Red from Friday. He said that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped you. Yeah, just because I would save, let's say if I had a child, if I would save my child life, that doesn't mean I'm going to save your child's life. I mean, I would hope I would, but just because I wouldn't save your child's life don't mean I would leave my child. That's different. It's ignorant. So she had a point though. She was like, yo, I saved you. You owe me one. So he agreed with her and he said, you know what? Let's go ahead and save your family. Now that dude, what's his name? The guy who's Strand friend, I think his name was Richard or Simon or what was it? His name, Al Capa or something. I don't know what his name was. El Peso or something. I can't remember his name. But he said that he only had enough money for 2 people to enter. And Daniel can speak Spanish. He speaks Spanglish, but he can speak Spanish. He understood what was going on. I don't know why, what you call him, El Peso didn't look at him and say, this dude looks Latino. Maybe he might know Spanish. Oh, and Strand knows Spanish as well. That was kind of cool. So he was fucking that dude, Abigail, for a good minute because he learned his language and everything. But I have no clue what he means by I only have enough money for 2 people. I'm thinking that some, like I said before, some rich people got together and put together this whole compound for them, and you got to pay to get in there. Maybe Mexico wasn't hit as hard as America, because if Mexico was hit as hard as America, in the sense that almost everybody was walkers, fuck the infrastructure. Nobody would care about money. Shit, I take money out, wipe my ass. This is nothing. I will wipe my ass with some money. Like if somebody finds, like, oh, I got a stack of money. Thank you. I could use this as toilet paper. This is more absorbent than leaves. That's what it would be. So I'm not exactly sure. Maybe the government down in Mexico is still somewhat intact, but we do see in the previews they get fired on. So maybe the Mexican government at this point in time are starting to eradicate their citizens as well, to quarantine the virus, or quarantine the outbreak, I should say. That might be why, because we see them getting fired on in the preview. Anyway, Travis, he was getting ready to get butt raped in this prison because they had him locked up in the cell in the hole. He's in the pokey. He's in the slammer. He's in the thug jug, the big house. You know, he's in all that. That's what he do. He's in prison. And then it turned out that Alex was the one who put Connor on. Because Alex came down. She was fine as a motherfucker in there, man. She looked good when she was psycho. I don't know what it was. When she turned psycho, didn't she look good? Don't she look good, y'all? When she turned psycho. But anyway, she says, I told Connor where you was at because I had to get my revenge. And she basically exposed Travis because Travis admitted it. He says when he told them, just leave him in the raft, he knew that Strand would cut them loose. He kind of admitted that he knew that. And to be honest, I'm with her on that because I said the same thing. I said, hey, if you want to cut him loose, he could. Look at my my live reaction. I even said it right there. Before it even happened, if he wants to cut them loose, they can cut them loose. What are they going to do? Tell them Biggie took it. What the fuck they going to do? Anyway, they had a little chit chat. I'd have told Alex, I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry, man. What's it going to take? I eat your pussy. That's what you want. You want me to eat your pussy. That's what it is. I already know it. Let's go ahead and get this over with so we can get this out the way. Anyway, Strand and Madison, they had a little chit chat again. I love it when Strand talks. He always got some smart shit to say. This dude is smooth as hell. She said that she's gonna become a G. She's gonna go out and get her son back. I mean, not her son. Her man back, Travis, and her daughter Alicia Keys. She said she's gonna get them back. Good conversation. It was fun. Yada yada yada. Nick, her son, was like, "Yo, I'm a G right now." Nick is a G. Nick is definitely a G. Chris might be American Psycho, but Nick is a certified G. He's a big homie right now. We know that. Matter of fact, Strand was talking to his mom about that. He said, "I've seen his potential since day one. This motherfucker is fearless. This motherfucker got the eye of the tiger, and he's ready to pounce." And Madison says, "Fuck that. I don't want my boy in these streets." And then he says, what's the name of Strand says, "Your son ain't in these streets. He is the streets. He's a product of the streets. He was made by the streets, packaged by the streets. If you look on his ass somewhere, you're gonna see a tag saying made in the streets." Oh man, that was a good, nice little talk. Anyway, Nick said that he would put in some work. He said, "Yo, when we go ahead and make they were going to use what's the dude name? The brother. What's his name? Bucky, whatever his name, Brody. They said they were going to use him as a bargaining chip. Nick said, "I can make the deal happen." He said, "I can make it happen, Captain." Madison said, "No, I don't want you in the streets." She doesn't know her son like Strand knows him. Strand knows him like this. Strand sized him up since the beginning because Strand is from the streets. He's a product of the streets. He's probably, if you look on his ass somewhere, you can see a tag saying "made in the streets." Oh man, so Strand's with it. Shoot, you know, he from the streets of Harlem, New York City. He with it. They call me New York. I'm from the streets of Harlem, New York City. I'm down to die for what's mine. I'm with it. If y'all seen that video where the guy invaded his ex's house and kicked the new boyfriend out, that's what happened in that video. But anyway, was it new Jack and Alicia? They had their first fight. You could tell they're a couple. They fighting like a couple. Why are you going to let my family die? The ship is coming back. It wasn't enough time for them to go. Well, maybe they dropped them off somewhere else. My family better be safe. They were arguing like a couple. You ain't gonna get no ass like that. That's what she told Jack. She said, you messing it up. We ain't gonna be sleeping together. That was ridiculous. So they literally fought like a couple when she begged him, please help, please help. And then he finally said, "You know what? I'll help." He said, "I'm going to stick with my people, but I'm going to help you get your people back." Anyway, Travis, right? He's trying to make sure Alex doesn't kill him by talking to her and, you know, admitting to her, "Yo, I fucked up, and can we all just get along?" And you know, Rodney King and Martin Luther King and the King of England and all that bullshit, you know, all that bullshit. And they had a nice little dialogue. Anyway, Chris, he about to let this guy get to him because they got him guarding the dude, and the dude said something, and he wound up shooting the dude right in the face. Shot him in the face. He can make a song like that. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face. In the face. And he killed him. He said that the dude was getting ready to turn, which means that the dude was dying. Daniel already know that wasn't the case because Daniel treated him. While he was treating the dude, he actually heard some voices. Some people were mad about that because they think that they're gonna mess Daniel's character up. I don't think so. I hope they don't, because it would make sense that he's hearing voices, because he said that he went through some trauma back when he was torturing people. He said torturing people is not as easy as you think. So with that being stated, and now torturing people again, and then seeing people dying, he's back in the war. He's shell shocked again, so it's coming back. So it makes sense. He knew the dude wasn't dying. He was safe, at least for a good while. So Chris basically was talking to the dude. The dude got to him. He shot him in the face. Chris might be a psycho. You know, at first I was thinking he's probably a G. Nah, he might be a psycho. We might need to get his head checked out. He might need to go see somebody. He might need to talk to somebody. You know, how did that make you feel? That's how you need to. That's what the person who's going to talk to him needs to, you know, respond. How did that make you feel? You know, that type of deal. They need a shrink on his ass. Anyway, he killed the dude, and he came back. The dude came back as a walker. Now, when I seen that, I was like, uh-oh, they could still use him as a bargaining chip. Daniel caught on to it immediately when he says, no, don't kill him. Not yet. Not yet. Soon as I seen that he was thinking, I was like, this is my man. I already knew what he was thinking because I think like that. I'm sick too. I'm sick in the head just like that. He said, we'll give him his brother back. And he said he didn't say that his brother couldn't be dead. As long as his brother up in the and walking, his brother's dead man walking right now. But anyway, Travis, he got some visitation because Alicia came down there to see him because Jack let her. Because, you know, Jack threads. Anyway, he let him see her. They talked or whatever. And no big deal. Fuck them. Who cares? You know, I'm hoping that our family gets back in time. They make it back. They make it back to the ship. And, you know, everything went down pretty smoothly. I like how that went. Madison took care of business. Madison's a G. So that pretty much proved that Madison, she could show up in big time. She can make some big plays when need be. I like that. She is she's got leadership quality. She never showed that before. I want that to be clear. Basically, we've seen that she got a strong sense of justice. And when she has to, she acts on it. But she was kind of annoying at first. This time, proactive, I dig it. I can dig it like Mr. T, like a shovel. So that was kind of good. They sent the brother out to the guy Connor. Of course, he chewed his ass up. They got Alicia back and they got Travis back, and they getting ready to head on to Mexico. We don't know what's waiting for them. Jack actually talked to Alicia, and she paused. This was some bullshit. She paused and says, I need to think about whether I should be with you or my family. The dudes, everybody the guy knows is dead, except for him. It's only him and Alex left. The other guy, the other dude might have been beat up. But it's only really 3 people there at tops. That's one thing. And they tried to kill your family, and he says, your family's killers. They killed my brother. They also killed this guy and that. Okay, but that's only because you was fucking with them. If y'all wasn't fucking with him, they wouldn't have fucked with y'all. Just that simple. So for Alicia to even take the time to listen and think it over or anything was just unacceptable. She's an idiot. I mean, I can't be mad about it. It's irritating, but because we basically are getting revealed that she would do anything for somebody she thinks is cute. That's what it is. She likes Jack, and that's all there is to it. Now, she didn't turn on him for her family. I mean, she didn't turn on her family for him, but for her to even hesitate at all was ridiculous. This episode, I liked it. I thought Alicia was stupid. I thought the way they developed her character was a little bit rushed in the sense that even though we figuring out that she's an idiot, it was just so quick. You know what I mean? Like, how do you turn from just a normal girl to I'm going to turn on my whole family for some sex or whatever? Just that fast. You would think that it would be a build up to show us that she's this type of person. It was so quick. You know, it was the length of like 1.5 episodes. That was a little too quick for me. Didn't make sense. But other than that, the episode was good. The dialogue with Strand was good. Madison, real good. Daniel, his development was real good. Him, hearing voices, that's not a good or bad thing. That's just let us see where this goes type of thing. Chris, I'm concerned about him. They developing him. It seems good. for us to have a psycho within our ranks, cool. That's a good thing. If it to be so close, one of the main characters, this isn't like Walking Dead where it was a tertiary character or a secondary character. This is part of the main group, and he's a psycho. That could be very interesting. I like that if they turn him that way. If not, then let us see how he comes out of being psychotic. Let us see that gradual change. And I really like Nick. Nick is one of my favorite characters. Daniel, Strand. I'm gonna say in this order: Strand, Daniel, then Nick. Those are my favorite characters. They real good characters. They've been built up on. Some people think that Strand could have been done better. I don't think he could have been done better. I think they could have did more with him. I'm not gonna lie about that, because most of the backstory we got, most of it was really Abigail being the driving force of that whole ordeal. It wasn't really Strand being his own man. It was more so Strand following Abigail. But other than that, it was real good. Anyway, let me get to the comments real quick. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Almost perfect, but not quite. Okay, the show is becoming better than The Walking Dead. I don't know about that, but so far it's good. Okay, better actors, better writing, no standout characters at the moment, but it may not even need one. Standout characters, man, you got Nick, you got Daniel, and you got Strand. They pretty good, especially Strand. In terms of acting, man, please. If you mean better than The Walking Dead in terms of no plot holes so far, I think you say it's tighter than The Walking Dead, because Walking Dead, they have a few mistakes along the way. But The Walking Dead is a longest show. It's been running for a good while now. So we got to give Fear the Walking Dead a longer run before we start making judgments. Because at this point, when we were still in Walking Dead was still great. I think Walking Dead is still good. They made a few mistakes, but Fear the Walking Dead is only on the second season. Walking Dead, when it was on the second season, it was still great. So we don't know just yet. Plus, they had, in Walking Dead, they had some real good standout characters such as Rick, Meryl, and Daryl at this point. So it was good. Okay, Mean, I know you loving the UK song "We Ain't Playing Around." That was pretty good. Okay, which songs have you liked the most so far? The ones you gave me, I thought they were all decent. The last one I think was the best one. I think is "We Ain't Playing Around" by character, whatever his name, Kaplan, or what's his name, was Kaplan or Kappa or something like that. I don't know. Okay, which song have you liked? Okay, I already read that. Okay, I watched the whole season 1 and then dropped it ever since. I've been a happy. He said I watched season 1, then dropped it, and he's a happy man. You crazy? I'm going to make it my life's mission to get you into grime. Okay, cool. Chris is pissing me off. I can understand him pissing you off because he's a psycho, but he's not pissing me off because anybody can have a mental breakdown. He killed an innocent guy, to send him to heaven or send him to hell, wherever the dude going. Sometimes I feel like Mean doesn't even listen to the lyrics. He's just interested in the beat. Nah, I listen to the lyrics. I haven't been on Breakfast Club, but people envy me because they see I'm the god or something like that. You know the lyrics I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to hit you with that lyric shit soon. Make sure you lubed and Vaselined up. All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm ready for it. Okay, you seen Breaking Bad? Nah, everybody told me it was good. I need to check it out. Okay, Mean like them crazy girls, a little bit. Hey, she man, when she turned psycho, she started looking fine as hell. Okay, Mean, what's good? What's going on, Darren? Okay, Walking Dead, few mistakes. That's an understatement. I might be a little partial. I can't lie. I might be a little partial, but they made quite a few mistakes, but I don't think that the mistakes were irredeemable. That's what I'm saying. I think they made quite a few mistakes, but it's overall I think it's pretty good. It's an enjoyable show. Okay, the plot armor is too strong in The Walking Dead. Peeps getting out of impossible situation. That was ridiculous. He's right in terms of Glenn. I think they could have pulled it off if they would have did it. Like if he'd have fell off and rolled right underneath the dumpster, then I would have said, okay, he was quick. And they had Nick. But he's getting ate up. I mean, Nick is getting eaten right off top of him. That was ridiculous. It's been a few things that was ridiculous, but I think overall, Walking Dead is still good. I still enjoy it. We get some real good moments, and we got some good stuff in the future that's coming up. Okay, the crazy chick might 50 cent your bank account. Probably so. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you you got the power to change that piece. Oh, wait. Yo, they're going to feature me. The people who make the Walking Dead comics have a YouTube channel where they show people's reactions to Fear the Walking Dead. Now, I don't know everything they do in the channel, but I looked at a little bit of it, and they do show that. I'm going to be in it. They sent me they requested a for me to they sent me a message asking for permission to use my video. I'm going to be in it. Your boy getting ready to get put on. Oh man, I was so happy about that. Now that doesn't mean that everything is going to blow up. But that means that we made a step. We made a step in the right direction. My nigga Mean moving up. Proud of you, man. I don't know yet. All I know is that they're gonna put me in the video. That's all I know. I'm gonna link it when it happens so y'all can see. Okay, Mean getting famous. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not just yet. Okay, see, Mean, ever since you started listening to Grime, things have been looking up. No, not yet. Okay, tell them to feature the Patreon. I'm hoping. Okay, mad happy for you, Mean. Let's hope this leads to a big step. That's what I'm hoping. It might, nigga. Stop that shit. He said, stop that shit. It's going to okay, I'm YouTube famous now. Because y'all said, I don't know just yet. We'll see. But it's looking up. Peace.